Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Legacy Lounge. Today, we have a meaty topic where I'm your host, AD Slayton, and we have a number of our co-hosts here today. But before I bring on our co-hosts, I'll just introduce the topic, which is the quality of meats. Can you tell the difference? I hope I'm saying this accurately. The difference between the quality of meats between some place like Walmart or the farmer's market. Before we get into it, I'll bring in our co-host today, and I'll start with Mr. Al Hill from Adamsville. Welcome, Mr. Al Hill from Adamsville.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this platform. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Legacy Lounge. And seems like this is going to be an interesting topic this morning. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Tricia. Hi. I'm excited about this topic because I have a little insight on it because I've trial and errored it. So I'm excited and look forward to hearing what the other co-hosts' thoughts are.
Good morning, everyone. I'm LaShawn, and welcome to the Legacy Lounge. And I'm excited to get everybody's opinion on today's topic. So, welcome.
All right, everyone. So let's get started. Okay. Our audience is really excited about us today. Like, so with that being said, I know Tricia has a bit of insight to the subject, so I'll let her get us started today.
Well, this came in my thoughts when I was on, of course, TikTok, which is my 12-hour screen time daily of scrolling. But anyway, I was on I was on TikTok and I just happened to scroll upon or pass um a post that stated, "Be careful of the Walmart meats with the white packages, with the white, the white platter underneath the meat." So I was like, let me figure out what's this about. And of course, I read about the Salva Green and other things like that, that made me kind of want to deter from that. So I did a little research and I was like, let me try the farmers or the meat market and the farmers market, in which a lot of people used to go to in previous years to actually purchase their meats and their food. Upon me doing that, I went to the meat market. First of all, the price points are great. The meat sizes are normal. The size of the meat reminds me of the food that was prepared for me and my brother when we were younger. It wasn't any big drumettes. The steak was a nice size T-bones. The meat smelled fresh. I mean, it was a big difference. And you get the butcher's paper wrapped around the meat. So of course I came home and I cooked the T-bone steaks. And when I tell y'all, it has a completely different taste. Even the juices that comes out of the meat was clear. It wasn't that white residue that comes out. And I don't know. I just see anything that's homegrown or farmers grown is probably want to be the route that we want to go. Um, More so than all this manufactured meat that is made in high quantity to be sold to markets or to Walmart or wherever. Um, Also, I noticed that a lot of other countries, Thailand, of course, I've been doing research on Thailand as well. They only put out what they can have in stock. So when you go purchase your food or your daily meats, if they only have 100 pounds of meat to sell, that's all they have out. But when you go to these other stores here locally in the United States, they put hundreds and hundreds of pounds out daily, which made me definitely understand that it's manufactured and it may not be what 2-3% of meat that we're eating, and everything else is whatever it is to make us, to have a enough to feed the population. Um, yeah, so I wanted to, discuss that this morning and get you guys insights on that because I was just going to actually just sending you guys a message about it, but I think it's interesting to get your thoughts on that. And if it's something that makes sense to you guys, is that something you will be interested in switching to? Would that be? Will you think? Do you think that'll make your quality of life daily if you're a meat eater better?
I can agree with what you're saying. I watch a lot of cooking shows, and I do agree that over in Asia, places like Thailand, the Philippines, Korea, places like that, they have a lot of meat markets. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is fresh. I mean, it's like from the farm to the table. But the people in the local people in the area, they shop those markets. They don't have like what we have, like
Mm-hmm.
fast food restaurants and places like that. And I was just explaining to Marion the other day. I said, I think it's a good habit if we stop purchasing food that we can't smell.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember a long time ago, you could smell a Burger King before you even got to it.
Mm-hmm.
You could smell a Church's chicken. You could tell it was just one in the neighborhood. And nowadays we can't smell anything. And there's one more thing I want to add to you guys. And I learned this from watching those cooking shows. If flies are not around your food, it's probably poisonous.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because if a fly don't fool with it, it's no good.
Wow. That's interesting. Have you ever heard the saying, you are what you eat?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've been like I think some of the largest animals in the world don't eat meat.
Yeah,
Right.
they're mainly vegetarian.
Yeah, the elephant, the giraffe.
Mhm.
Right. If you have to eat meat, like you're eating flesh at the end of the day. No matter if it's poisonous or it's good or it's not, you're still eating flesh, right? So I think like where I'm headed is I want more natural things that grow. They grow through energy, right? Like plants, right? It takes all this energy from the sun and grow. And imagine you putting that inside of your body. Those are building blocks, right? That your body can use to grow. Right
Mhm.
now, if you like the like flesh is like we're at the point that where we like that's where we get most of our nutrients today. But I'm at the end of the day, I want to be on that journey, Teresa, where it's like I want to eat if I'm gonna eat meat, I want to eat the healthiest, cleanest meat, not the manufactured, hyped meat that is producing these large grocery chains. So that's why I would love to go to a farmer's market. Or
Mm-hmm.
I've been harping on, hey, I want to have some chickens and eggs. I want to have these things in my backyard,
Mm-hmm.
right? That I know what's going inside of it, and
Right.
then so I know what's going inside of me.
Right.
And that's in regards to the markets, becoming larger due to us consuming and purchasing meat. There is and they tell you that protein is needed to stay alive and yada yada yada. That's actually not true. We don't need protein. What we need is iron, and iron is found in vegetables, and all your nutrients actually are found in vegetables. So the way they get us to buy it is to believe we need protein, which is meat, which again turns into the flesh concept of purchasing that. So I think once you start to educate yourself on stuff that's real, that's reality, when you do go to the meat market or when you do go to the farmer's market, you're going to go more towards seafood. You're going to go more towards something that comes out the ocean, because that's why they say you teach a man to fish. Don't fish for him. You teach a man to fish, you'll have plenty, because one fish has 1 million babies. So that's what we're supposed to actually be consuming is fish, things of that nature. But I agree with you on the veggies or the things that are coming from the land, because that's actually better than anything any meats, which is protein. So they say, which we don't really need to live. We need iron to live. So I agree with you on that part, and kind of going away from the meats in general, anyways.
Like I'm technical, right? So I think logically on a lot of things, and one of the most basic principles in engineering is your output is a function of your input.
Mm-hmm.
your output is a function of your input, meaning whatever you put in is gonna directly affect your output. So
Right.
if you're consuming certain things that are not quality, your output is not gonna be quality, right? You're gonna be lagging
Mhm.
during the daytime. You're gonna your
Mhm.
upset stomach. You're gonna have all these ailments, right?
Mhm.
Because it's not clean. So then on internally, you're not gonna be clean.
Mhm.
A
I
friend of
totally,
mine. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I totally agree. Like, have you ever eaten a big meal, then soon after you want to go to sleep?
Mhm.
You
Yes.
know, it's like the food is weighing you down. You know, like our oldest daughter ate some chicken wings, and she was like, "Well, I could tell this fresh because of the how it tastes and the quality of it." You know, and it wasn't big, it wasn't salty, it was just fresh. You know, like you could taste the difference.
Mhm.
That reminds me, LaShawn. Remember we went to a restaurant and we had some chicken wings. I was like, this chicken tastes sad.
Right.
Right.
It tasted sad, like it had a sad life.
Yeah. He said this
Wow.
chicken is really sad. And we
you
went somewhere else and he was like, "Well, this chicken is happy."
you now you know what I think that comes from. If before the animal is slaughtered, if the animal is placed in a distressed mode,
Mm.
that energy goes over into you. So I understand what Trey was saying. If it tastes sad, I
Yeah.
mean, if the animal is stressed out, that's what you're going to be eating. So the Nation of Islam, what they do when they slay a goat, they do it in a way that the goat don't even know he's dying. So
So it's
that way,
easy.
yes, yes. And I also wanted to share with you too. A friend of mine also shared with me. He said when we were created as humans, God didn't create our teeth to tear flesh.
Exactly.
So if you notice, we don't have that canine like a lion that
Mhm.
rips flesh.
And it's also in the Bible.
Mhm.
Yes, I know that.
So where do we go? Like, what do we want our audience to take from this type of conversation?
Just awareness.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect. It's not nothing that can change at the flip of a switch, but just taking into
Right.
consideration what we're
Right.
talking about, and then just start moving forward to making that change. Because I feel like the powers that be capitalize on our rushing lifestyle, our microwave lifestyle. We want it now, we want it quick, we want it fast. Forget about the nutrients that we need. Hey, if it smells like chicken, it's chicken. I'm eating it and I'm giving it to my children.
I agree with you, Al, with in regards to the convenience because it's markets and farmers markets and things that are healthy are far and few between.
Right.
Right.
You find Walmart everywhere. You find Kroger everywhere. You find these, easily accessible stores everywhere. So it is of convenience. And they're nowhere becoming lazy people in certain aspects. We want it right there at in every beckon and
Yeah.
call instead of taking the extra 10 miles to go to somewhere fresh where you can get your fresh veggies. You can get directly from the farmers. Some farmers be on the sides of the roads and it's authentic food that
Yeah.
looks totally different. Corn is white, even though we're not really supposed to consume that, but it's just a totally different look
Yeah.
of the food. Potatoes are the shape like they are at the convenience store, at the grocery store. Actually, potatoes are lumpy. They have like different textures to them. And I was like, wow, it's amazing. But we're just not. We're kind of lazy.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree. And it's also, if you think about it, costly to eat right in some
Yeah,
areas. You know?
but you know what? The farmers market actually was cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It was very affordable, and I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So given all of that, like we all have these houses, we have land, but are we really eating off the land? Right? We have these manicured lawns, but are we actually planting anything that we can harvest?
Well, yeah,
Right?
no, I'm still on the convenience part of it.
Exactly. That's what that until we change individually and actually take advantage of our land. All these religious books talk about the same thing: eating off the land. Do we actually practically do that? No, we don't.
So
So
what do you suppose we do?
eat off the land.
Eat off the land,
Plant,
like
yeah,
you said, just
like
chickens
you know
and
how
goats.
we got like how we have a garden, right? And I was
Yes.
planting carrots and peppers and lettuce. And that lettuce, once it started to grow, I was eating off that thing every single day. Right? That's money. That's value. Right? Give it like I'm on this whole like self sustainability thing, right? Where let's say the power grid went down and we have this land that we've already cultivated food. We can barter at that point because we have food. Right? We have seeds. Like I have a ton of seeds
Right, and
I can start planting. And it goes hand in hand. Like you plant we talk metaphorically planting seeds, right? To grow a business or to grow a network. But actually physically plant some seeds as well. That's what I'm here. That's what I want the audience to take from this.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you have an apartment, you can still grow herbs.
well,
I'm sorry, Tracy.
I was gonna say, well, I keep the ecosystem going and purchase from the growers. They can have
Keep
a
the money
way to
circulating.
pay their bills because I know, yeah, because I know for me, I don't have a green thumb if I don't want to.
Right.
So it's convenient for me to buy from authentic food. I don't want to shop at the stores no more. I want more authenticity going into my body. Once I realized or tasted the difference of things how food tasted in the 90s and the 2000s. So I will purchase it. You grow it, you sell it in bulk, and we're gonna keep it.
So
You know,
I'm with you, Sister
we're gonna
Sky.
make
I
sure you
don't
can
have
pay
a
your
green
bills.
thumb.
so basically,
I'll buy it.
So
Right. I don't have a
basically-
green thumb.
yeah.
hmm
So basically, what y'all saying is like if you live in an apartment complex or unit like that, I would support going to the farmers market more often.
hmm
Okay, that makes sense.
If that's your desire, or he was saying actually to grow it,
You
you
grow
can make
herbs.
the
And you
area
can
or
grow.
room, or if they allow that, you can
Yeah, you
grow
can
it.
grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can grow like thyme. You can grow
Yes.
different herbs and spices that you don't have to actually buy anymore. And then if you grow it, right? Let's say you grow thyme or basil, then you don't have to. Then you have to purchase the plastic containers that they come in, which then you end up throwing away. Then it goes into the garbage and it doesn't degrade. You see how all that works together, right?
Yeah.
How that whole
Mhm.
cycle.
Yeah.
If you just grow one thing, that'll save the plastics, right? And I talked to my wife about this, like she loves her plastic stuff. So I'm like, that single use thing is what's causing a lot of the environmental issues. Like we have all these plastic in our environment, these microplastics. Now it's just not the plastic forks and spoons that we have. It's a lot of other things. But I'm saying we're not helping by just having all these single use products. Right? Because it immediately goes into the dump and it doesn't degrade.
Well, it's actually a way around that as well. You just buy the fresh veggies and put it in your, they have the glass. I've seen it at you guys' house, the glass containers, the storage season containers, and just store it in there. That illuminates the plastic. Just buy it
Well,
fresh.
what I'm talking about, like plastic forks and plastic spoons.
Oh, okay.
And our people, we go to restaurants today, we ask for plastic stuff. Right? Then we end up throwing it away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, it's just a lot of those small things, right? They add up.
I guess this is what they mean by you take care of the earth, it'll take care of you.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is right in my wheelhouse. Even though I'm doing a whole lot of technical stuff, I'm really like natural.
Right.
I love nature. Right.
I have a question when time permits.
Let's do it.
Have you noticed the growing cancer rate in young men now?
Yeah.
That's the chicken.
It's getting scary, and it's a lot of that going on, and I know it didn't used to be that way, and I'm wondering why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a product of our environment, the stuff we put in our body, the stress.
Yeah.
Stress has a lot to do with it too. Because stress adds, that's cortisol. And to your point, Al, about killing a goat easily, right? Make sure it doesn't know it's dying. Like that cortisol is what that's stress. So the body, they tense up, then they get killed, then we end up consuming that stress to meat.
Right.
All right. And then our environment, all the stuff in our environment, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Politically, all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get rid of that.
I don't even know if we can though.
It's not the original way.
Yeah.
It's not the original way that we once lived. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's a solution or a cure for it. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to get Dr. Sabi's opinion on cancer. But
Well, and I actually think it's very factual. Cancer comes from mucus buildup, and mucus buildup comes from environmental factors such as pollutants in the air, and your body tries to fight out the pollutants by building up mucus to protect the organs and things of that nature. So once your mucus levels get too high, it develops buildup on your white blood cells, which causes cancer. So a lot of that is environmental factors, what you intaking, stress levels increase mucus. So it's a mucus overload actually in your body,
Yeah.
which is protection. But if you don't stop it too fast before it overprotects your body, it turns into cancer.
Yeah,
wow.
I do agree with that. He did say once you get rid of the mucus, there you'll be
Mhm.
okay. Yeah,
Yep.
once you get rid of them.
Yeah, it turns into once you turn it back healthy, because like when we have a cold and our body starts to release mucus, you're supposed to let it release that.
Yeah.
And not sniff it back in and things like that, because when you pulling it back in, and that causes your body to absorb that poison into your blood. Yeah, so it's simple things actually, but we just don't. It's convenience again. Once again, we just conveniently don't
You
pay
know what
attention no
you
more.
know what, that kind of makes sense to me. Like sometimes I'll wake up with like a stuffy nose and I'll go run. I'll run and I'm blowing it out.
Exactly. Mhm.
I blow all that stuff and I feel so much better when I come back in the house. That makes
Mhm.
sense.
And you know what else then with that? If you intake more omega-3 fatty acids, which is a lot of salmon, your body will stop building up mucus during your sleep. You'll stop being stuffy and eat the skin. That's why fish are here for us. Plenty of it. Because we're supposed to fish and eat that. If you want to.
You got a dynamite cast this morning, brother.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Tracy is on something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She on one this morning.
And I've actually seen it with my own eyes, because I knew all this anyway. But as I look at my son, when he don't sniff and sneeze all night, he wake up and his eyes are normal and they're flat. When he sniffs up when his nose running, he sniffs, his eyes puff up. So of course I do a lot of research. It's the membranes, the thyroids and everything and the sinuses that sit under his eyes that holds the mucus right underneath the eye area.
Okay.
So when people have bags and things like that, they want to use the collagen mask. You actually need to shoot the misting spray in your nose to release the mucus out of your nose to prevent buildup. So as I watched that go through with him, I said, this actually factual. Your body build up mucus too much and it causes ailments. So
Okay. Wow. That is some insight. Like, okay. This has been really been helpful for me today. Now Miss LaShawn, you thought I was on a health kick before.
I know. I know.
Actually, I was just
I
getting ready
already
to
know.
I was getting ready to mention that AD, when you running and you sweating and spitting and things like that, you getting rid of those toxins.
Mhm.
That causes you to feel better when you come back in.
And most people who sweat a lot, their skin is beautiful. They have really nice skin. Your skin, you have skin that don't. It's like it's real nice skin.
So let me ask you this: like, so my wife always tells me, like, she talks about the bottom of my feet that Marion Hill created. And she said that they're so like smooth, but I rarely wear shoes. I walk outside in the grass and everything. And she's like, I'm like, babe, if you do it, your feet would be just like this. I hear me. So what do you say? What do you think about that? Like in regards to like touching grass?
So that's called grounding, right? So y'all be trying to have me go deep. Okay, so that's called grounding, right? So we come from Mother Nature and Mother Earth. Once you ground, you connect to the earth, and the earth starts listening to you and what you want. So if you're grounding your feet, you actually leaving your toxins and the bacteria or whatever issue on that ground, and the earth takes care of it for you. Actually rid your body of everything through your feet. I ground. That's all. I don't. Y'all know I don't wear socks, and I really don't really like shoes. I constantly walk around my house barefoot. I walk outside barefooted. I walk in my grass because I understand. It may sound a little different from the teaching that we would talk to wear socks, but why you gonna cover that? Release that out your body. Your stress gets released through your feet, not your mind. You don't want to. So once you release it through your feet, through the ground, your feet will become softer because you're leaving all that on the ground, in the grass, at the mailbox. Don't wear shoes in my house because I want. Yeah, don't wear shoes in my house because I want your trash to stay outside. That's why I don't like shoes in my house.
Yeah.
Walk barefoot in here because I might be Aunt Tracy with the nails and a tattoo, but it's holy around here. I don't want nobody with their shoes up in this house.
Right.
So I think that's a great factor. It's because we were taught to wear socks and shoes, we think it's weird. But think about it. If we were blind and in the nature like we're supposed to be, we wouldn't know what we were wearing. We'd be butt naked with nothing on. So
But booty naked.
Yeah, I can concur with you too, and Tracy. I've also heard that, women that wear high heels are not grounded because you're further away from the earth. And
you know what? And high heels were invented to keep you from stepping in sewer from back in the day. Actually,
really?
that's one of the things. But yeah, I can see that Al being. That's an insane thought though, because I can wear 6-inch heels and then take them off when I'm sitting down and ground myself right there after I take them off as I'm eating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So. Yeah. So that's somebody's. Yeah. That's somebody don't. It's kind of. Yeah. That's an insane thought.
Yeah. Your mother have good skin as well, and she got good feet too. But I think it runs in your family as well.
Let's not get on feet. Yeah, my feet. Yeah, I get it with the feet.
Yeah.
So part of the grounding, like I use grounding constantly. That's why I'm constantly in the yard. Like I get migraines, and as soon as I get a feeling of my migraine, I'll walk outside. Right. I used to like when I originally I used to just close the curtains, go in the dark. I still need to do that. I still need to relax, but before I do that, I go step outside. Right, to get that energy flowing going again, right, and then because I'm working in such an artificial environment, that's why I get these migraines. Right.
Wow.
And I had to reconnect.
I was just about to say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never.
You wake up in the morning. The first thing you need to do, try looking at this. Why a lot of cultures get up and pray at 5, 6 o'clock. When you wake up in the morning, just look directly at the sun. Because once you look directly at the sun, your eyes connected to your brain, so it's gonna balance out whatever causes your headache. It's not gonna be instant, but once you start practicing that, just like you said, the artificial lighting, looking at the computer, stuff like that, it does something to your chromosome, to your chemicals in your brain.
Yep.
So look at
the sun. I had to literally shut down. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll look at the sun. Yeah. I had to literally have to shut down.
I believe that. I can believe it.
I shut down literally.
And you wake up, your eyes have to adjust when you cut on the light, when you grab your phone.
Adjust.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
The sun until you can't. It's white. Get until you not visual, and then start your day and see how they work.
Yeah, I'll do that on my morning run.
Yeah. I was told, I work with computers as well. I was told, take frequent breaks.
Yeah.
You have to do that because if you're not careful, one issue leads into the next, and before you know it, a lot of time is spent staring at a computer screen.
Yep.
So it's not good.
Yep. I totally get that. So, looks like we're winding down the show. Any other topics or parting words or questions that you all want to bring to the table?
I enjoyed this session. It was very enlightening. And Tricia brought a lot of things to light.
All right, gratitude. I appreciate that.
Yep, I enjoyed the session as well. It was needed, and I hope we all can learn from it and start to change.
100%. Now for our audience, Miss Marion here. I know you today was like a weird day. Anything you want to share?
Oh, hang on.
I would like to say that it was very informative. I will start practicing that. I will start, because I don't eat a lot of meat, nor a lot of vegetables actually, and that's not healthy for your digestive system, and that will cause you to have other physical ailments. So then that when you get a certain age, it's kind of hard to bend over, then then to stand up. So I will try to incorporate other things to help me to get to the goal that I'm going to set for myself, to eat healthier, meaning my green vegetables. And I love to eat red peppers. I eat that like it's high in vitamin C.
Yeah, those are good for you.
Yeah, they're actually better than the medicines that you take for vitamin C. So I really learned something today that I didn't know. And I would like to say that the panel really brought up some good points. So I hope we all learned something from this. If not, then we're going to go back and look at this podcast again, like, okay, I may have missed something. And if you missed something, then go back to the conversation.
Dope. That is like, and can I get another audience cheer for Mr. Bailey? Like, he looks like he just want to be co-host on this show.
Bailey look like he want to go ground. Bailey wants to go ground.
Such a little man. Look at him.
And he's sitting straight up.
Right. Let me just show the audience him
He's
again.
sitting straight up.
Look
Babe.
Hey, baby.
Bobby.
Wow, what a great way to end the show. So I would like to part by saying, please, each one reach one, as we continue to grow our community and build our relationships and continue to improve and set positivity. Now, in our world, you have to contend with positive and negative, right? It's not going to always be positive. It's not always going to be negative. It's in the face of that, how do you continue to keep moving? So we love you, and we thank you for continuing to watch our show. Please like, subscribe, and share our podcast to your community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.